shed. And that little pyramid in front shoots out a jet of water, arcing over the river every hour on the hour. And it's intended for boats to go under without getting wet. And if it works properly, and you will be soaked. And a couple of years ago, that would have been river water. Coming up on your right, one of the largest hotels in the city, the beige building, green windows. That is the Chicago Sheraton, built around 1992. It's resembles a Great Lakes steamship. And you notice the windows are tinted green, a lot like a lot of the windows in this area. And that's in order to reflect the color of our river. Our river has this distinct green color because we have a clay bottom. The algae gives us this green tint. We do dye river green every St. Patrick's Day. It's much brighter green, goes away in about a week. Thousands of people come down to the river to watch it being dyed green, and there's always a few who wind up in the river, and they get to take home a tetanus shot. And it's also the Sheraton where presidents stay when they're in Chicago. Clinton, Bush, and Obama have all stayed here at one point, apparently easily closed off from the rest of the city. And off to our right, at an angle, there's a building with a yellow onion or chimney-like structure sticking out. That is the Intercontinental Hotel, former Chicago Sheraton. It's an Art Deco building, strong Middle Eastern neo-Egyptian theme to it. So it's kind of a blend of architectural styles. Now once we clear the bridge, you're going to see a sculpture on the side of the bridge. This is going to be the lady rising from the water. From the World's Fair in 1933, the Century Progress Fair, how the museum campus is now located. Very modern World's Fair, almost futuristic looking. And on your right, the beige building, NBC Tower, to the 1989 by Adrian Smith. Neo-Art Deco style on the Channel 5 News, Judge Matheson, Steve Harvey Show. But there's some of the GE building, Rockefeller Plaza in New York. And on your right, the building with green protruding glass. That is the downtown campus of the University of Chicago, designed by Dirk Lohan. And Lohan was highly criticized for not putting any windows on the classroom side. He simply said, students should not be daydreaming out the window, they should be studying. So there are no windows on the west side of this building. You know what he was like in school. The Fidelity building on our right marks the site of Jean-Baptiste Pointe-du-Salvo's cabin, first non-Native American resident called the area home. His Haitian descent lived here from the 1790s to early 1800s. And this construction on our right, they're building a new Apple store. And behind the construction, building the large U.S. flag that is Tribune Tower to the 1925, the neo-Gothic style. Those flying buttresses in the top look like poster arms, do nothing for the structure, simply ornamental. And at the base of the building there are stones from all over the world, including the Great Pyramid of Giza and about 100 others. It's also worth checking out the lobby of the building as well. Now let's take the bridge, we're going to see the Wrigley building coming up on our right. The Wrigley building was done in 1921, and the Beaux-Arts style, light glazed terracotta that's darker at the base and light at the top. Gives you granity what buildings look like at the Columbian Exposition, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So when I talk about that fair, keep this building in mind. Now it's the tallest building north of the Chicago River when it was first completed, and former world headquarters of Wrigley Chewing Gum. They since sold the building to opening up a commercial and retail space. Now one of my favorite things from the Chicago River is its eclectic style of architecture. So having a building like the Wrigley building right next door to our new modern skyscraper Trump Tower. So we'll keep an eye out for. I'll put out a really good example of that eclectic architecture in a few blocks. But on our right, Trump International Hotel and Tower, rising 92 stories, 1,352 feet, making the second tallest building in the city and the fourth tallest in North America. The top of the building is all residential, the lower half is a hotel, and eventually stores and restaurants will be going in along the Riverwalk. Saying eventually for a long time. The architect Adrian Smith just completed the world's tallest building in Dubai, the Burj Khalifa, at over 2,700 feet, twice